Express. Everybody down on the sidelines not too brave as far as with the coaches. Coach Sidner down there with shorts on, though. What do we expect? Coach Sidner always, showing out for us.
Whenever I was in middle school, my grandparents used to always get on to me for wearing shorts winter round. I don't think his grandparents ever got on to him for it.
Nope, Coach Sidner down there in the shorts, again, just casually wearing them, and it's close to 33 degrees outside. It's going to be a cool afternoon as we've got the coin toss going on at midfield as we speak. And, again, just a few moments away from the start of the VHSL playoffs, and we'll keep you up to date with all the other games going as well, so don't even worry about changing the dial.
No, we got you taken care of right here on Bearcat Radio, folks.
As, again, they're standing down there. Preston Schaefer, one among the captains down on the field. Colton Ratcliffe out there along with Lane Carroll and Aaron Rose, the captains for the Cats, is getting ready to flip the coin and get this thing a little closer towards kickoff here on Bearcat Radio. Again, a lot of spirit here at the stadium. I don't think there's a bare spot on the side on the fencing. I think they put a sign the cheerleaders did over all of the stadium except for the Marion side. Everywhere in the end zone seems pretty well covered. They have flipped the coin now, and we'll get Mark to call it out for us here in a second once we figure it out.
And right, it looks like that Virginia High has won the coin toss but deferred for the second half. And looks like Virginia High is going away from the scoreboard to start the game, folks.
There we go. So Coach Christ and the Cats won the toss. As the fans happy about it, going off the field, and they'll kick it off to start the game. Again, the kickoff will be brought to you by our primary sponsor, State Line Motors.
I tell you what, State Line Motors right across from the State Line, folks. Get on down there.
We're very happy now to go ahead and announce that they're one of our sponsors for basketball season. So we're happy to have them back on again for us, as they're just a fantastic sponsor and a great supporter of Bearcat Radio. And make sure you go on by. It's on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. So kickoff getting ready to commence, and Marion over there in prayer before kick. And kick team for the Cats out on the field as Lane Carroll is going to tee it up for him to open up the ball game. It's the Marion crowd. Marion traveled well considering the cold. Again, it's a chilly afternoon.
I think chilly is an understatement.
Yeah, we really saw a drop there in temperature.
And Brady's talking about me wearing short sleeves. I'm going to go ahead and reiterate for the people at home. Every time that I have brought a jacket and haven't worn it, the Cats have won the ball game. So just so you guys know, I am weathering the cold weather with short sleeves and khakis tonight just for you folks.
Yep, plus we got a heater in here, so everything's pretty good for us. Everybody else is just really, really cold. So Cats getting ready to tee it up. Again, kickoff brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Cats, the number 4 seed, hosting this thing for the first time since 2002. They'll kick it off as Lane Carroll awaits a signal from the refs. They're signaling now. There's the whistle, and Carroll set to boot it away. Kickoff in the air. Returned by Ford. He catches at the 10-yard line, brings it up past the 20, down the sideline to the 30, breaks the tackle to the 35, 40. Still on his feet, finally down right at the 40-yard line. Good return there for Marion. Gets it out past the 30. As like Devin Ham actually on the return is 25 for Marion. Got it out to near the 40-yard line. What a return there to start the game for the team.
Does it not just feel like deja vu all over again?
And now Marion in good position to start the ball game, as, again, they were held to just 7 points the last time they came to Bristol. They finished the year 8-2, 3-2 in the district. That was good enough for second best. They've lost their last two. They lost at Bristol and then at Graham as they line up in a shotgun formation, 2 wide to the right. Slot back to the right side as well. There's a snap. This is Ford up the middle, breaks a tackle, close to 9 on the carry. They'll mark it just shy of the first down, just shy of the 50 as he gets it up to the 49-yard line. Good carry by Ford on the first snap of the game.
And, if they keep running to the outside, it's going to be hard for the defensive front to penetrate and get through the hole. If they keep running to the outside, it's going to be more on the defensive end as opposed to the defensive line.
Second down and short as they're near the 50 at the 48-yard line. Got to get to the 49. Working right to left. Marion in the all-white. Wing back to the right. This is a handoff off the left side. Ford breaks it past the 50 to the 40. Carroll comes up and turns him down at the 46-yard line. A good tackle there from Lane Carroll coming up and filling the gap. First down, Marion, as they get it across the 50 to the 43-yard line. Hurricanes first down of the ball game. Good run there by Ford on the misdirection. Gets them into positive field position now. Cats defense going to have to buckle up now as they're past the 50. And this is a Marion offense that had 297 yards of total offense last time they played the Cats. And they scored 22 against Graham. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left, snap, toss back to Ford. Off the right side, trying to get to the edge. He's got 5. Now he's got 10. First down. He's roped down at the 30. Bobby Medley able to chase him down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Another big carry, 14 yards for Ford. First down, Marion. And this is the Kelby Ford we didn't see 2 weeks ago.
Well, I think the difference is last week they kept trying to power up the middle, and this week they're going more towards the outside. See what kind of adjustments the Cats make, especially going from one hash now. Really limits one side of the field. You have to expect the ball play to go to the left side of the field now.
So 1st and 10, Marion at the 30-yard line in Bearcat territory. Put a man in motion out to the left side. There's a snap, handoff forward, right up the right side. He gets a block close to 8 yards before he's wrangled down, actually closer to 5. So he sort of cut back before he could get to the edge. Short there or just past the 25. Got it down to the 24-yard line. Got 5 on the carry to bring up 2nd down and 5. Ball's on the 29, that is. Or 25, that is. Getting the play call from the sideline. That is Coach Carroll over there for Marion. 7th season with the Hurricanes. They've not won a playoff game since 2014, so it's been a little while for Marion. 6-11 in the playoffs since 99. There's a snap, toss off the left side. Ford trying to get to the edge. He gets a block. Good tackle coming up. Missed it, though, as Medley had him but didn't stand him up. Just sort of hit him and couldn't knock him down. You can't do that against Ford, and he's got a first down to the 15-yard line. Not the kind of guy you can arm tackle. Marion's bench trying to get them loud over there on that side as Bearcats on their heels early in this one. 9:51 on the clock, scoreless, but Marion in the red zone, brought to you by State Line Motors.
Just something to keep up with here. Justin Olinger, the offensive tackle, looks a little gimpy there. See what kind of moves Virginia High goes with here to go at him.
Waiting on the play call now from the sideline is Marion as they finally get it in. Austin Wyatt, the starting quarterback, a 3-year starter, is in the gun. Ford to his right. 2 wide to the left side. Now they'll put the man in motion, try to fake the jet sweep, dropping back to pass, looking downfield, nobody, and getting in for the sack. Matthew Dean got him back at the 25.
Who else would it be, folks?
What about it? Matthew Dean coming up with a sack off the edge.
What about an 11-yard loss there for Matthew Dean? Like I said, folks, you can't expect anybody else to be back there but Matthew Dean.
Comes up with it, and it's a loss of 11. Brings up 2nd down and 21. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, and that is the kind of negative play the Cats have been looking for early in this game. That was the first pass Marion had attempted. Didn't fool the Cats.
And now you got yourself backed up at 2nd and 21. Something to think about here.
2 wide to the left side. They've got a swing back to the left as well. Handoff forward, up the middle, breaks a tackle, and he's carrying guys with him up near the original set. Got close to 12 or 13. Got it inside the original line of scrimmage. Good run there on 2nd and long, and that cuts it to a 3rd down and close to 8 coming up.
And you know, this is definitely Marion 4-down territory. They went for it 7 times against us last time. You have to expect it again here.
Looking for a play call here. We'll see what Marion dials up. They've got the play signs up in their hands. 4s across the board. 2 wide on the right, 2 to the left. Sort of piggybacking each other on the far ends of the field. He'll put a man in motion. Wyatt waiting on the receiver in motion. They'll fake the handoff, dropping back to pass. Screen to this side, but incomplete low. Intended for Ford, but he had to rush it because he was under pressure.
Yeah, and Wyatt was just trying to throw up his back foot across his body, and that almost spelled disaster for Marion.
And you know who it was with the pressure? Daniel Vincer. 29 tackles on the year, and he was in there right in the face of Wyatt and forced him to rush. And now they're going to try to kick a field goal to take the lead. This is David Leonard. He's made a long of 26 on the year.
This one looks like he's lined up from about 30.
Yeah, right from the 14-yard line, close to 31 yards from the middle in between the hash marks. Right dead straight. We'll see how this one goes. There's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up.
Tips it.
And it got tipped, and it's short. Missed.
Big Colton Ratcliffe coming through again.
Big stop for the Cats. Marion had got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Big sack by Matthew Dean, pushes them back, and they never really got the yardage back to get in range. And Colton Ratcliffe tips the ball and knocks it down, and the Cats will take over on the 14-yard line on offense on their own 14. So a big stop there. Comes up empty for Marion. That drive had such promise early. Kelby Ford was working it down the field. They finally went to the pass. Then the Cats took advantage with the sack and ended up costing Marion quite a bit there. As still scoreless, 7:57 to go here in the first quarter. Big red zone stop for the Cats. Now Jamie Lathrop and the offense will take the field. 26 points a game for the Cats on the average. They run the ball 65% of the time. And we'll see if they can get back in sync after last week's performance at Richlands. Only one score in that game as they lost 12-7. There's a snap this time. Howard, nothing. Up the middle, he might have lost a half a yard. He's tried to just probe the middle and nothing there. Second down coming up, still 2nd and 10. Lathrop on the season, 57% passing, 79 for 138 with 9 picks. Almost 1,300 yards through the air. He's ran for 324. 10 passing TDs, 3 rushing for the junior quarterback. Of course, last week had a rough night, 3 for 16 passing and only 42 yards. Howard still in the backfield, 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Looking for time on the snap, and it's batted down, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Michael Howard running a little crossing route at about the 21-yard line. Wouldn't have been a very big game, but it got knocked down anyway, incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and the thing that Marion's adjusted to this game, it looks like they're playing more of a Tampa 2 coverage, dropping 2 safeties back to eliminate the big play on the outside from the receivers.
Yeah, we've seen last game the Cats beating Marion over the top several times to Lane Carroll, so we'll see how they cover that. Again, 2 safeties over the top has been the usual scheme for them from the second half and early in this. Shotgun, nobody in the backfield. 5 wide, there's the snap. Lathrop dropping back, looking over the middle, incomplete. Threw it low. He had Bradley on the crossing route at around the 42-yard line, but missed him just at his feet, and it's incomplete. Lathrop took a hit at the end of that throw as well. It's 4th and 10. The Cats will be forced to punt as Lane Carroll comes out to boot it away.
And, I thought Marion had a little bit of a jump there on the outside. Jamie did a good job with the hard count, but just has to be able to hit him over the middle there. The safeties were coming on a man coverage there instead of playing over the top like they were the rest of the game. So let's see how they adjust later on in the game.
Carroll punting it from the 8-yard line. He gets it down. A good spiraling punt. It's going to bounce and kick at the 40-yard line down to near the 35 at the 36 or at the right hash is where it'll be down. So good punt there to get it back across the 50. Has got a good bounce there, did Lane Carroll. So we'll see how the Cat defense does this time as Marion's back out here on offense. They'll start at the 36, going right to left on the right hashes. Again, a quick turnaround here. Still scoreless, 7:04 to go in the first quarter. Again, this is the first round playoff game from Gene Malcolm Stadium, the first hosted game in the playoffs for the Cats since 2002. Cats looking for their first win in the playoffs since 2013. They're 5-16 in playoff games since 1969. 1st and 10, Marion, right hash. 2 wide receivers on each side. Ford in the backfield with Wyatt. There's the snap, handoff straight away on the read. Ford spinning up, gain of close to 7 as he got good yardage on that first down carry. Cats able to converge on it, but a good run, early down situation there for Marion. It brings up 2nd and 3 as the ball's out to the 44-yard line. Another good run there from Ford early in this one. 3 wide to the left side as Wyatt signals to his receivers. Only 2 guys covering over here on the right side with 3 over here on the wide receiver side. So Marion looking at a mismatch on the right side of the field. The left side of that Virginia High defense if you're looking at it from the offensive perspective. Snap, toss out left to Ford. He finds a gap, cuts back, and he's got the first.
Near fumble there. It's a great job recovering by Kelby Ford.
Again, a cold night here as he gets the first down up to the 47-yard line. First down, Marion. Ford almost lost that one, and again, that'll be pivotal tonight. Making sure you hold on to the ball as cold as it is. Sometimes you don't realize
how loose those hands are on it. Yeah, absolutely, Dylan.
And another thing about these pounded-out kind of teams, how bad do you want to hit these guys in this cold weather? Stings a little more. So we'll see how these 2 teams work it out. Again, Ford, almost 1,300 yards in the regular season for Marion, and Looking like he's doing a good job tonight early in this one. Cats unable to stop him. 1st and 10, ball's at the 47.